It's your boy Ty back here with another video. And in this video today, guys, we're going to be going over and ranking our top 10 point guards in NBA 2K24 MyTEAM. Now, I got to be honest with you. When it gets down to, I don't know, 6 onward, I really feel like it drops off for me. And my number 6 compared to, let's say, my number 13, I mean, it really is close and it really is preference based. So just know if your guy, let's say, is, I'm just going to throw out a name. If you really like Derrick Rose and he didn't make the list, same thing with Joe Dumars. Those guys were super close to making the cut. Starting us off at number 10. Ruby Jason Kidd. And as we dive into this thing, guys, make sure to smash that subscribe button. Appreciate all the recent support. Jason Kidd here is 6'4". That's the main thing for me when I look at Jason Kidd that it is a big benefit. He's 6'4". That is great height at the point guard position in a game in which if you run a shooting guard that can move and groove alongside him, he can hold it down. 88 speed, 85 lateral quickness, great defensively. Honestly, guys, 76 3 ball isn't that bad. And I feel like a lot of people are like, Jason Kidd's release is really bad. I get in past years, Jason Kidd's release has been bad. This year, it's not that bad. I've used this Jason Kidd plenty, and I've had a lot of success with it. He's a card I kind of wish I had on my No Money Spent Squad series. I don't believe I have the card at least. Maybe I do, but I don't believe I have him. Here's the deal though. The problem with him is you need a great shooting guard to run alongside him. Whether that's Desmond Bane, whether that's another guy, you need a shooting guard that can be your primary ball handler. And as it stands right now in my team, we don't have that many primary ball handlers at that shooting guard position. That's the problem with Jason Kidd. Still does come in at my number 10. At my number 9, we're plugging in Amethyst Dunktober Ja Morant. Here's the deal with Ja Morant. You don't have to run a shooting guard that can be a primary ball handler because Ja can be your primary ball handler. Ja Morant plays for me right now in my No Money Spent Squad series. How did I get him? I pulled him out of that random Dunktober pack. 95 speed, 83 lateral quickness. Problem with Ja is defensively, he's not great. His dribble style is not great. The one thing I really like about Ja, smooth release, and he has a hot spot from the top of the key. Those couple of things definitely do help Ja Morant out. He dunks on anything and everything. The big problem is his player model's not good, his defense isn't good, and you guys know me. I love guys that can defend at a high level. Ja Morant just, I don't even want to say struggles, just isn't great defensively. That's the big problem with Ja. I think number 9 is the right spot for Ja. Kind of, I mean, not a complete point guard because defensively pretty bad, undersized. But you need a primary ball handler, especially running to the rim. Ja Morant, in my opinion, is a better Derrick Rose. Coming into my number 8, Amethyst Dame Lillard. If you need an offensive point guard in my team, Dame's one of the best. To me, it all starts with his release. Yes, his release has like a low release point, but it's super quick and it's super easy to time and easy to green. And people want to slander how Dame moves. If you know how to move with Damian Lillard, this card can absolutely cook. There's a reason I run the Bucks in play now, and it's not because of Giannis. As much as I like Giannis defensively, Giannis isn't, you know, the cheese ball he has been in past years. Damian Lillard, absolutely elite. 93 ball, 84 speed, good driving dunk. He dunks everything. The problem with Damian Lillard is his defense. But it's not like you're getting defense from Ja, so you might as well just run who you're better with offensively. And for me right now, that is Damian Lillard coming in at my number 8. One of the best offensive players in my team in general. At my number 7, we're going to plug in Amethyst salary cap reward of last season, Victor Oladipo. So the lack of defense with the Dame, with the obviously Ja Morant, that's not the case with Victor Oladipo. This card is going to defend at a high level. One thing I don't like his interior. I don't like his block. That is pretty troll. 48 interior, 53 block. Are you serious, 2K? That's the best you can give me? Offensively, Victor Oladipo isn't that bad though, and so that's the thing, even comparing him to a guy like Jason Kidd, offensively, Victor Oladipo is going to be quite a bit better. So I think it really is just preference between a guy like Jason Kidd. I think Victor Oladipo offensively is that much better than Jason Kidd to put Victor Oladipo all the way up here at number 7. I feel bad for everybody that didn't grind salary cap just because Victor Oladipo didn't initially have point guard eligibility. But here's the thing. He's not game-breaking good. you guys can see on here, I've got, Jason Kidd basically at the same level as Victor Oladipo, and that's my whole thing. Jason Kidd, Victor Oladipo, it is preference-based in general. At my number 6, we're going to plug in the Amethyst Oscar Robertson. Look at the badge count of Oscar. That's where I want everything to start today. Badge-wise, absolutely elite. 81 3-ball. Dunking-wise, obviously not great. Decent speed ball bueno, 82 speed, 85 lateral quickness, and playmaking absolutely elite. And even defensively, he's a different type of point guard. But remember, Oscar is 6'5". Oscar base isn't that bad, pro dribble style. The problem for me with Oscar, this is just my opinion, is I don't think he moves well enough to be your primary ball handler. And defensively, is he good enough as like a Jason Kidd type lockdown? No. He's just kind of your all-around point guard, but he can't be like your guy that guards ball, and he can't be your primary ball handler. And so that's kind of the gray area for Oscar. I don't mind Oscar. I actually really do like this card and rate him pretty highly. It's just a matter of what does he do that is at an elite level of my team. I think that's what I really struggle with Oscar. Along with that, you got to lock in all these players for him, and I just don't think that is ultimately worth it. That's my opinion on Oscar. If you want to run the big O, do what you got to do. I just don't think he can be higher than number 6. Now, I'm going to say this right now. My top 5, you could have it any order. I think number 1 should be number 1 no matter what. But 5 through 2, you could have it any order. This is my order, but you guys could have them at any order. At my number 5, Diamond Steph Curry. And I'm sorry that it has to be like this, because I know there are so many guys out there that love Steph Curry. Look, I got content out of Steph Curry, so I don't hate it. I made a YouTube video. It's all fine. This card was not worth the locking. He wasn't. I'm sorry. 6'2", 6'3" wingspan, out spots everywhere, 97 3-ball. Defensively doesn't look that bad. But there's just something about Steph that I don't love. And I don't know if it's his release that I just struggle greening with. I don't know what it is. Honestly, I have no idea. But I struggle with Steph Curry quite a bit. It's just something that I still to this day haven't figured out. But when I run, guys you'll see higher, I just have more success with them than Steph. And maybe it's because I think they're better defensively, because I've always hated Steph's player build, player model in my team, in 2K in general. I don't know. It's crazy that Steph's all the way down here at number 5. But with how I use him and how kind of lackluster I am with him, he can't be any higher. My number 4, this is going to make a lot of people mad, Donovan Mitchell. I got Donovan higher than Steph. Why? Let's talk about it. He's only 6'1", so there's going to be people like Steph's tall. Donovan Mitchell player build is way better than Steph. Not even comparable. Donovan Mitchell defensively, way better than Steph. Not even comparable. Now, offensively, sure, Steph's probably more of a cheese ball, 3-hunting, stuff like that. But I'd even argue Donovan Mitchell offensively is more complete than Steph Curry as well. Now, that's just a matter of that's just your personal preference, your personal opinion. But that's just my opinion in general. I got this card with the Pro Pass, or where I got the Hall of Fame Pass. So, I didn't have to, work that hard getting Will. But do I regret it? I don't know. I mean, Donovan Mitchell doesn't necessarily play for me because I got point guards that are higher. This card is one of the most complete point guards in my team, though. Offensively, very good. Defensively, can hold it down decently. If you got him with the Pro Pass, I'd recommend playing Donovan Mitchell. I just would. He is an absolute complete point guard in my team. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. At my number 3, Kyrie Irving. Now, Kyrie, for me, has a special place in my heart because I'm good with Kyrie. I don't know why. I've just used him since he came out as a level 40 reward, and I've just had a ton of success with him. And why fix something if it's not broken? I love Kyrie. Always have, always will. Great 3-ball, good speed, good lateral quickness. Can't dunk. That's really the only downside. But he shoots the ball at an elite level. He plays not great defense, but decent enough defense. I just don't see the why people don't like Kyrie Irving. I absolutely love this card. Even when it comes down to his release. Is his release the quickest in my team? No. Is it one of the easiest to green? In my opinion, it is. I don't know how many releases I green more than with Kyrie Irving. I love this card. He'll have a special place in my heart forever. Coming in at number 3. Coming in at number 2, who I just think is more complete than Kyrie Irving is Dwayne Wade. I don't love D-Wade's release, but I gotta say his release is easy to green. It's not the quickest, but you should never miss a wide open with Dwayne Wade. And as long as you can green with him, The rest of this card is so good. Defensively, one of the best, probably the best defensive player at the point guard position. He probably is. Now, am I certain on that? No, but when I compare him to everybody else, his player build's ridiculous. He gets D-Wade's animations, chase down blocks. It's just off the charts good. 3-ball, not great, but he dunks on everybody, finishes well around the rim, moves pretty well. What is not to like about Dwayne Wade? He's literally got every playmaking badge in the entire game. When D-Wade first came out, I wasn't great with it. And then I got to thinking, look at how much else he does on the court. It's not just about scoring. It's not just about shooting. D-Wade does everything else on the court at an elite level. That's why he's at number 2. And at my number 1, a card most people don't have, most people won't get, SGA Shai Gilgeous Alexander. 83 3-ball, 86 speed, 84 lateral quickness. Finishing wise, great. Shooting wise, fantastic. Playmaking wise, good enough. And the big thing for me and Shai is he can get every badge in the game. You want to give him clamps? Cool. You want to give him interceptor? Cool. You can give him that. You want to give him limitless range? Awesome. Can get every single badge in the entire game. SGA based on quick, super easy release. And the best part about SGA is he is 6'6". He's not a lock. On ball, not as good defensively as Dwayne Wade. But he is 6'6". So when it comes down to it, he can guard the Scottie Pippens of the world. He can guard the, I'll just throw out a name, I don't know, Dwayne Wades of the world. He can hold it down. It's not like you want him guarding Steph Curry or Kyrie Irving, but can he be that secondary ball handler as far as defensively? Yeah, he can guard those guys. And his defensive stats, honestly, are pretty impressive. I'm really excited to get SGA eventually because I think this card will play for quite some time. That's going to wrap it up for my top 10 point guards in my team today. I'm really interested to hear your guys' thoughts on this down below in the comments, especially when it comes down to my 5 through 1. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.